Hello, welcome to my channel, Cooking on a Budget. Now today we're going to make chicken and sweet corn soup. I was just in the middle of recording and realised certain things wasn't in place. Don't worry, I'm getting there. So this is the chicken. I've put allspice on there, or pimento, ground allspice, and salt and pepper, and you can see the chili pepper. It's not been burst or nothing, it's just on top of there. It's chicken and sweet corn, so we have the sweet corn. And in any Caribbean soup, we always have carrot, potato, and a dumpling mix. So this is the mix for the boiled dumpling. And this is plain flour, a little bit of cornmeal, fine cornmeal or polenta, and lukewarm water, touch of salt. And you just make a little dough mix, as much as you need to make little spinners to put inside there. And you're going to need the cock soup as well. Well, the Caribbean soup, it helps just to boost the soup. And that's it. And I'm putting in there chayote, or it's a South American vegetable called chayote, or chocho, or Christophine. This is the only kind of hard food, it's not really hard food, that I'm putting in there. So carrot, potato dumpling, chocho, chicken and sweet corn, and also some thyme and spring onion. So let's get it started. So I've put the cock soup mixture in there with a bit of water. There's noodles in this, so I put the noodles inside the soup with the chicken one, but with other soups I don't. I remove the noodles. That's how I do it. So I've prepared the carrots. Well, I'm in the middle. I've cut the potato. I just use one potato, and I'm getting this child ready. So I've already cut it, and you have to take out the middle because that doesn't taste very nice. You'll see when I cut it. So you see, I've cut it in half already. I've done one half, and you can see it has, okay, and you peel it. It looks like an apple, and this is really nice and nutritious. It's quite, when you cook it, it's quite watery. It holds a lot of the flavour, it absorbs a lot of the flavour. It's full of iron and other nutrients, so it's quite nice to have in the soup. It's a different texture. It would be quite exciting if you tried it. Those that aren't Caribbean that don't know about it. And cut in half. I'm going to cut out the middle because that doesn't taste nice. Okay, and cut that. It's just a rough soup. Put it all together. Make it so it can fit on the spoon, you know, while you're drinking your soup, eating your soup. Okay? And just make it whatever size you want to make it. Alright, I'm going to cut up the potato now, split it down the middle. That's how I do it. Decent sizes. I mean, I'm at home. If I was doing this for someone else, then I'll do it in perfect sizes, but you know, it's a rainy day, so we need some soup. Oops. Okay, and plus it will cook faster because this soup should take altogether from beginning to start cooking it, because we're just preparing it, no more than an hour and a half if you want to have it simmering. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it the quick and easy way because I have children, so I want it to be nice. So you just roughly cut up the carrots and that. There's another one. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. So you see that's all together now. Give it a quick rinse. Okay, rinsed off, and that's put aside to put in later. Now let's get the soup started. Move the pot. Now what you're going to need is a bit of butter, margarine, just to get it all going, so you can kind of, you know, semi-fry. That's a bit too much. That much butter? When I tell you this is healthy, it is healthy. It just depends on how much you put in there. So just a bit of butter, just to make sure everything doesn't stick while you're cooking. Okay, so we're gonna let that start. You can hear it. Okay. Now we're gonna put in the chicken with that pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, and some thyme and the spring onion. Now here we go. You hear it sizzling? Now put it in. With the spring onion, squeeze it a bit, put it in. The thyme, put in half the amount that you have. So just put in half. No salt, no pepper. You've already put salt and pepper on the chicken. Okay, brown that. Okay, now chicken's browning. While that's browning, you can start to make the little spinners. Now we call them spinners because they're small dumplings, not big boiled dumplings. Start to prepare them for when you're ready to put them in. So you just piece it off and make whatever shape you want to put in the soup. I'm just doing little spinners. I'm going to do little, because my daughters like the little round ones. Okay. Now you want it to brown for a couple of minutes. So you make 1/2 a spinach. Okay, now still a bit pinkish in one of them. Okay, now time for this. Now don't put do not put the noodles in yet, because you want to keep this jug and the noodles to fill it up some more for more flavour. So now put it in, let me show you. Don't let the noodles drop in yet. Okay, see there's still noodles in there? Okay, so that's how you want it. You want to start the soup up. Okay. And at the same time, fill it up some more with some more water. Get all the flavour out of the noodles that you can. Okay. Keep it at a high fire. Bring it up to the boil. Okay, give it a little stir. Okay, now I'm making the spinners. And just look at that. Okay, I had to pause it a little just to finish doing the spinners. Okay, so they're done. So I put the lid on. You see it's coming to a boil. So this has been just a couple of minutes, like since I poured the water in. I poured in a bit more water of this water. So this is going to be the third jug. So there's 2 jugs of water in there now. Now I'm going to pop in the dumplings, okay, these spinners. You may need to mold them, but that's just how I do it. Yeah, actually I do need to redo them, but never mind, just put it in as you see fit. Yeah. They're different shapes, make it a bit fun. They don't all have to be the same shape. I'm making a ball one there. This might be a bit too big, so I'm going to split it. In. You see? In. My daughters like the circle ones. They like it all actually, so it doesn't really matter. It's fun. Get different shapes behind the dumplings. Sorry, excuse the washing machine in the background. It's Sunday, I'm getting stuff done, and this is dinner. So another spinners. Just roll as you go. You see, I've made the dough again. Just roll as you go. And this is supposed to be, a quick soup. You don't want to be all day with the soup. So the pepper's been in there. You're only going to keep it in there about half an hour. We don't want it too hot. And just don't let it burst. That's all. You just want a hint of that Scotch bonnet pepper. You do not want it to burst. That's when you spoil your soup or whatever dish that you're making. So give that a little stir. It's on a high fire. Okay. So I'll set it for 15 minutes. Give it 10 more minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to see how it tastes and just remove the Scotch bonnet pepper, but it's at high fire. Okay. Okay, now it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna do, you can see it. Just give it a little taste. Just taste and see what the taste is like at this moment. Okay, number one, the pepper needs to come out for my liking. You could have it in for longer, but for me and my 2 children, it's got to come out now. And it needs a touch of salt, and that's it. After this, you're not going to add no more salt, because you've still got some flavouring to go in. Okay, so give it a stir. Now at this point, you want to remove any of the sticks. So you see the time you put in, all the leaves have boiled off. So put it away, take that out, remove that. Remember, I like mine herby, so I'm going to put in another bunch of thyme. So I'm removing these sticks of thyme. I'm going to keep the onion in there a little bit longer. Sometimes I like to leave the onion and the scallion in there, but I'm gonna leave it in there. I might remove it, I'll see. Okay, and there's another thyme stick. Now at this point, now you want to put in, for me 15 minutes have gone, now you want to put in the veg and the sweet corn and the rest of the thyme. I make mine very herby, I love it. And the third jug of water. Now without the noodles, because what you're going to do before you finish, you're going to put the noodles in last, very last. Give it a stir. You may need to add a bit more water if needs be. I think I will. Stir that. So it's been on for 15-20 minutes now. So I'm going to set the timer, put that in, let it boil for another 20 minutes. And I'm filling this jug up again. So this is the 4th jug. So what you need is 4 jugs. So give it a stir. Don't put the noodles in yet. Now you want to put half in and keep half for the end when you're ready to turn it off. Okay, put half in, so it's just submerged with water. Okay, so put the timer on. Let's say for another 15 minutes. So that will be 15 minutes it's had. Another 15 minutes, so half an hour. And then we'll get back to it. Remember, you still got the other jug of, half a jug of water with the noodles. So let that boil, give it a stir. And let that boil. Wash my spoon. Let me just taste that again. Yeah, good. 15 minutes, let it boil, and then we'll see what's going on then. Okay, now that's half an hour gone. Now let's see all together. That should be bubbling along. Give it a good stir. If any of the dumplings might be a bit stuck at the bottom, just gently do that. Give it a stir. Now, should have boiled the leaves off this second batch of thyme now. So you want to remove that. So find the thyme and remove it, because most of the leaves should be off of it. Because you don't want soup and you get, you know, the sticks of thyme in every spoonful. You just want the flavour. There we go. This is the last one. Give it one last stir to check. Okay, let's see. Mind you, we're at home, so I guess it's all right. Now, the scallion or the spring onion, I actually like it left in there. Okay, so that's all the thyme come out. All right, now you want to put in the noodles with that bit of water. Okay, so that's another 15 minutes now. So that should be around 45 minutes now. Give it a stir. So the soup, once you start cooking the soup, it should take under an hour, so 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, if it's still thin or not too how you like it, remember the fire is up high while we're doing this. After 45 minutes, if you still don't like the consistency of it, it's too thin, then turn the fire right down and give it another 10 to 15 minutes and it should be alright. Otherwise it will overcook everything. The noodles will be mushy, that's why I put it in last. And the vegetables will be mushy, so you want to keep your eye on how you cook the soup. That's why there's levels to how you cook it. But with the preparing of it, say doing the chicken, cutting the veg and everything, should take about 20 minutes to half an hour at the most. So all in all, from preparing to cooking it, it should take about an hour and a half. from top to finish. But cooking the soup, you know, once you put the meat in and start doing the butter and everything, around 45 minutes, under an hour. Okay, so that's another 15 minutes and then we'll see the finishing result. Stay tuned. Okay, now we're back. 15 minutes gone and everything should be cooked. Like I said, it should be thickening. There you go. Turn the fire right down. Okay. So that's all done. I like that. I might keep that on. No, I'm gonna leave it because it wasn't thing, but it'll be okay. Now, what I do, that's cooked now, as you can see. It's just simmering along. Now, what I do, or how I've been taught is after you finish making the soup, you cover it and leave it for at least half an hour before you serve it. That's just how I've been known how to eat soup. So there you go. There's how to make a chicken, noodle and sweet corn Caribbean soup. Thank you for watching. Bye. Thumbs up please. Actually, I'm going to serve it in a bowl for you so you see what it's... Here's a bowl. I'm just going to take one ladle of it so you see what it looks like. You put it in the bowl. Oh, there's some of the onion. Bit of liquid. Get a bit of everything in that. And there you go. Chicken, sweet corn, and noodle soup. Thank you for watching. Bye.